Whoo, what is up? My dog's Lawson here. Just loaded up the well with bait. Been out here for probably 40 minutes in the dark catching mullet. And I have a special guest with me here today. That is
hello,
Matt Streichel, SB Fishing TV. Just one of the greatest men to ever grace God's green earth. He is another, what am I saying? He makes YouTube videos as well, if you don't follow him, of doing bass fishing and muskie fishing, and he likes to come down here and do a little bit of everything. He just embarked and finished a 50-state tour where he had a van, a boat, and he drove and fished literally every single state in the United States. The only one he has left to do is Hawaii. If you're not following Matt, you need to go follow Matt. I'll leave his link down below. Just like favorite person to fish with. He's gonna be at my wedding. You know, can't get better than that.
Can't wait.
So the game plan for this morning, tarpon. That's it. Just big, fat tarpon. Matt has never caught one, so we are gonna try our best to put Buddy on one. We have live bait. We're gonna try maybe throw some plugs, but live bait is gonna be the key, and hopefully we can knock one out. Since Matt's never caught one, it's not gonna be like my rod, his rod. It's gonna be an alternating system. He catches one, then I catch one. Whatever rod goes off is his first. He gets first dibs. It's called being polite. It's what you do. So that's the game plan. We're gonna drive this spot and get fishing. Yeah, we're just like, Matt's fishing his finger mullet, and we're just trying to put it up right against the base of these big giant boats. We're seeing tarpon roll down this perfect line. We're seeing a lot of it, but we're slack tide right now, so they're just not super cooperative. But I know once the tide turns around, I bet you it's gonna be on. But they're just like rolling and holding up right underneath these boats and docks and just soaking up the shade. Early morning lounging. They're being lazy right now, but it's gonna happen. Alrighty, Matt just had his tarpon moment, and he hooked into a nice one and fought it, and something happened, but I'll leave that for his video. You guys can go check it out. But I am on deck now, so. Oh my gosh, I just threw it in like a 50-pounder rolled next to it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was 3 on top of my bait right there. It'll be harder to keep your line tight when they're... Oh, I just got eaten when I was reeling it in, dude. One chased it in while it was moving. Yeah. That was one just trying to hit it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dude, they might just want them moving. Like, that was a giant. Another giant. That first one was almost a 60-pounder. Like, that was so interesting. We haven't been getting bites, and I was just reeling my mullet forward, and one came up and was like all over it. I just realized I pulled this all the way up there, and I never put the boat in the spot. What the freak was that? All right, hit you with a bit of like a mid-morning update. It has been slow. Matt jumped the tarpon very early on, and the only really thing that's stopping us from catching fish is the tide right now. It is just awful. Like, it's just taking forever to turn around, because with the king tides we've been having, there's so much water that the slack tide is just way longer than it should be. And so we've been sitting on like a terrible slack tide for like an hour or so, and it's just now like starting to switch over. And once it does, I think we'll be back in the money. But it's just been like really frustrating. We're seeing a lot of tarpon. I mean, we probably have seen 50 tarpon, and a lot of them are, you know, in that 20 to 30 pound range, some a little smaller, but we have seen probably like 5 to 10 that have been tanks, talking 60 pounders, like thick across the back, 4.5 feet long, like good looking fish. So hopefully we can connect with one of those once the tide starts working. But Matt's have to throw an artificial. I'm working a live bait still, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, we just tucked outside the inlet to have a peek and kind of almost give ourselves a mental reset from fishing along the docks. We're seeing fish after fish after fish, but we couldn't get anything to eat. And we pulled out here, and I'm driving, looking at sonar. I'm like, oh, whatever, let's just at least stop here. And I stopped the boat and looked down, and there is 50 tarpon underneath the boat. And then Matt and I pull up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put the spot lock on, and we're spot locked, and 3 just daisy chained one after another, all almost 80 pounders. Big fish. Dude, my mullet just got blown up on back there. 1000%. Oh my God. I was watching him roll across the top and just see a boom. I got bitten in half. That's what happened out there. A cuda or a bluefish came up and smoked me. I'll throw a head out though still. I'll try floating a head out back. Could happen. We've hit the refresh button. Went and grabbed some lunch. I just threw the net and caught about 300 finger mullet. We're ready to roll, and the finger mullet are getting blown up on. This is a good sign. This is what we need to happen. It's gonna hit the water. I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5,000 of them. We won't play with these for too long. We're gonna go look for snook and tarpon, but this is just like, let's talk about a refresher fish. Jack Revolve will save the day. As if they have no right to be this strong. And the time it's taken me to put a new mullet on, Matt has caught 2 fish. Ooh, they're popping underneath this dock, man. That sounded like a snook. Like, it's just thousands upon thousands of mullet.
Catch me some good fish.
I will. For the fish we're getting. I'm about to hook up on a fish right here. Oh, come on now. Oh.
Dude.
Golly. I think it's a jack. What? Yeah. He's a good fish, but that was funny, man. Oh. He's trying. It's just a big jack. Yeah. Yeah, there's some giants. Like, I've seen 30-pound jack in here this long. Gosh, dude. He slammed it. Absolutely slammed it. Yeah. Dude, he was trying so freaking hard to break me off. Just thick across the back, man. Thick dude. That's an awesome fish, man. It's been a long day, and catching even just studs like this make it a lot better. We're still trying to find that tarpon though. I'm gonna send him. It is so funny to me, like, jack are so like looked down upon, even though they fight harder. Like I promise you, there is not one single freshwater fish that fights as hard as a jack does. And there's still even like a very small list of saltwater fish that do as well. Like, ooh, winding things down here. Been a tough day, but we got our redemption with some jacks. We just got to tug on some fish. I am going for gold. I'm gonna throw a white fluke around, see if we can find one of these dang freaking tarpon and just really single one out. Not to say a jack will not crush a white fluke, but the goal was tarpon. I would like to achieve that goal. Matt did jump one, so it's like not like we're too far off, and we saw hundreds of tarpon and we just could not connect with any. They just weren't into it at all. All right, I think we're closing down the shop here. We need to get back home. Wow, brutal day. Very, very long day. It's 3 in the afternoon. We've been fishing since we got on the water at 6 a.m. Just long day, and caught some jack at the end, which honestly, like, wrestling that bigger jack out of the dock made my whole entire day. And they're day savers, man. I don't understand why people get so down on jack. They're just like the best fish in the world. They're always there for you when you need them the most, and today we needed them. All right, we gotta go home, and I gotta edit up this video and throw it up tonight. And if we do it in time, Matt and I might send out on another mission, but he's gonna be with me for the next few days, and we have lots of big plans. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're enjoying 30-day challenge, make sure you drop a like and make sure you're subscribed. Also, go check out Matt's channel. I'll leave a link for that down below. He is the man. All right, that is it for me, you guys. Until tomorrow, next video, whatever. See ya.